If AI can clone your brain, that necessarily means that you can duplicate all the data stored in your brain, everything that you can remember since your childhood till now means it can be duplicated or cloned. And even if you have permission or you have power to access it, it can be dangerous or it can be beneficial. You can maybe just log into your computer or access it, or maybe you can access it in a different way, in a different gadget. But is this gadget available? Is it still out here? You might be thinking that, oh, it can be here, but it's not for the public eye because of some disadvantages, or maybe things you know, things you have seen, things you have done. Even if you remember, it can be cloned. That means other person can access it. And what if it's your privacy? Things you did on your hideout, things you ever did without telling anyone. Now imagine all that data being leaked. Not surprising. Duplicating a copy of your brain, even the things you imagine. Of course, you can remember something you try to imagine via your imagination. And so, if that is being stored there, can it be moved like a file from this to this, from this storage to artificial storage? Comment down below how many gigs of data you think your brain is holding. And let me know. Let's begin with the advantages. So let's assume people with short-term memory. If you could clone your brain in real time, that means you are actually generating images right after they're being processed. And that actually will help people with short-term memories who forget things. That means they will not be forgetting things regularly as they do. It will make cases easier to solve. Judges will have a very humble time. Let me explain. Eyewitnesses usually tell what happened, but imagine being in an era where eyewitnesses will be lined up for their data to be extracted from their brain so that people could actually know what happened. Eyewitnesses usually sound more like stories, but this is because eyes will act as a camera. Even if that data will be extracted, will they be able to tell the exact dates or that exact moment? To find a file somewhere, you have to name it so that you could search for it. But if you can match images using AI, you just take a picture of this place and match. Let's assume this is what happened and it happened on this place. If I want to extract that data of that specific part, an image will be required to match the scenes, you know. But what if it happened on a scene that has been occurring regularly? Of course, if there are plants around, you could tell by the length or by the length of the plants. Of course, plants grow and you could actually tell the date. If there are plants, and of course, that place usually changes. It won't stay forever like that. It will be easier to match those images that were captured using the eye. And of course, if they will assure us that our brain data will be secured and never be leaked, whether they'll be locked away in a very secure place, but they will also use this for studying humans, to know humans better. But this will take a big twist. This will take a very big twist, which a lot of people will not be impressed with. I have memories of how things happened. I can remember it as a video. Obviously, you have a lot of moments that you have never captured using a camera. And what you can do is really simple. Even if you could be able to extract that data of you doing something that time ago. Of course, it will come in a frame of pictures which make a video, and that video people might be using it as content, and so imagination content will occur more. Other people will be making scenes out of their mind, while others will just be showing what they saw. What I mean is that all those moments that you had recorded with your brain and eyes is what you remember. And if you can extract that as a video or pictures that could be framed into a story, it will be easier to tell that story to a person who was never there. Here comes the funny part. People who get to the sky, they use substances to escape reality. It will be much more easier to duplicate what they're seeing in real time, what can't be replicated. But that is a negative advantage. It will lead to more and more usage of those substances. What I mean is that this device is very powerful, and it's capable of ruining a lot of lives, and it's capable of making a lot of lives. You can either make or destroy. It has a lot of disadvantages and advantages. Even if I have to state them, I can state them all day long and they'll never end. I communicated with different AI models, and this is what they had to tell me. Some said it's possible, some said it's complex. This is a very hard question. It will be released, but to few individuals. So let's assume I'm a president, or I'm vying for presidency seat. And of course, my work is to campaign to entice you, or maybe to get you to vote for me, either in a good way or in a bad way. All that you don't know. I'm the only person who knows, because it's my brain. I know what I think. I know my intentions on what I want to do, either just to have the power or to help you as a citizen. But here I will be caught so easily, because, so let me say that I lied. I will do this, I did this, I did this. And of course, before I talk about doing that and doing that, of course I imagined being on a crowd of you, and of course I imagined on how you would react to my message. And of course, even if they extract my data, me imagining about lying to you will also be extracted, and so they will know I'm a liar. And of course, I'll be disqualified, or maybe I will face consequences, or maybe penalties, or those stuff, maybe jail time. Are these devices hackable? Can they be hacked? And if it's wireless, that means that any person can log into you. Even if I want to log into your brain, people will just log in. If this device is wireless, just need to capture the signals, and people will not be living comfortably as they usually do, because you'll be fear of your brain being cloned. You won't even be trusting anyone. You will trust no one, because everyone seems like he wants your data. So let's jump right into it. This is what they had to say. I agree that this is a big twist. It means that we can now create something out of thought. In the past, we could only imagine things, but now we can make them real. I think it's possible that AI will eventually be able to communicate with the brain and clone it. This would allow AI to understand our thoughts and feelings in a much deeper way than it can today. Okay? It could also be used to treat mental. You see? Now let's look at this. It could also be used to treat mental health disorders. I think it will be amazing to be able to turn our imaginations into reality. We could see the things we have always dreamed of. Exactly, this is what I was speaking about. Exactly, things we could dream of. Or we could create new worlds and experiences. This could be very powerful tool for creativity and self-experience, right? Exactly. They all have the same answer. just as I thought exactly. And this is what I had to text the AI to tell me this. So, shall we continue? Okay. I think the potential of AI to communicate with the brain and clone it is very exciting. It has the potential to improve our lives in many ways, but it's important to use it responsibly. Not even use it responsibly. Will this thing even be allowed on the public eye? Like having a device that you could work with it on your hand or maybe on your pocket in front of us. Now imagine you're here with your family and you're like, hey, let's watch our best memories. Then all of a sudden something pop-ups. Boom, something that you used to do. Wow. 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 Okay. It will be embarrassing to see what we did and we will regret it. We will regret it.